Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day number 30 on the road to 2000 ELO Rapid Series. Day 30, and we are at 1709 ELO right now. We're playing against a fellow 1700, 1705, I should be precise, from India. And we have the option to play the Four Knights. We have the option to play like a Scotch, maybe. Is this a Scotch? I don't know my stuff. Let's play the Four Knights. This is what I do know. Um, and we're going into it. So let's see. Let's see if my opponent knows their theory. Um, it's possible that they do, and we trade down the middle. Here they should play something like this, which they do. And the move here, if I remember correctly, is to take and then play bishop d3. So that is what I will do. And yeah, keeping the pawn because this was indirectly attacked by this bishop on b4. And so we're playing mainline stuff in the Four Knight Scotch. Up until that move, I think. I mean, it doesn't look bad. My pawns are doubled, but at the same time, it doesn't look great either. I can try to play something like bishop g5 here. I have to calculate h6 and whether that's good for me or not. So bishop g5, obviously they don't do anything, then e5 is nice. Maybe I'll start by castling, because even e5 can just be met by rook here at the moment. So we'll just castle. Now e5 is not playable, so perhaps I went a little too slow, but I like the move queen f3 here. Queen f3 with the idea of going bishop g5. They have bishop g4, but then I just slide my queen here, and then I threaten stuff with bishop h6. So, could be interesting. Oh, wow, the knight going on to g4. Very interesting. Very interesting. This, I guess the idea is knight e5. So perhaps we could just play here, knight here, queen here. After knight takes, pawn takes, we have double our pawns. I like this. I don't dislike this. So knight. Oh wait. I meant to play h3. Whoopsies. I was calculating the move order. I was calculating the line in my head, and I meant to play h3. That's so funny. Whoopsies. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Not really, though. I don't think it happens to like Magnus Carlsen, for example, but it is what it is. This is perfectly fine move. I don't see a punishment just yet. Um, Perhaps now we can play something slow. Let's play like bishop d2, just protecting this pawn. I don't see a way for my opponent to punish that just yet. They might still play 95. After 95, I'm not worried. I can just play a rook b1 or something, trying to get a rook into the open file. I also could play maybe something like h3. A couple of moves possible. See what my opponent does. I would have liked to have played h3, the move I was actually wanted to play at that point, but is it still a game of chess? That could go anyone's way. Okay. So here I want to go rook b1. Does anything change about my plan? I don't think so. I just like the move rook b1. It brings my rook into the game and removes any long-term ideas for the queen targeting a1. Obviously, there's nothing there because the rooks are defended, but still. And my rook being active means that it's hard for him to go onto the b file and play on the b file. Even now, I have a rook b7 as an idea. I don't really care about this pawn on a2. At least I don't think I care. This forces a move defending the c7 pawn. Should I play it? Trying to think if I have a reason why not. Maybe something like f4. f5 could be interesting in the long run. Let's go rook b7. Maybe he tries to trade the rooks, but then I have rook b1. Rook fb1. Bishop takes, rook takes, and then I'm targeting this as well. Well, targeting, not winning, but targeting, I should say. See what my opponent decides to do. Okay, they defend it. That's good. I can play a4. I think I will. A3 is a little safer technically because they don't have a dark squared bishop, but I like the look of a4 better. It's really hard for them to access this pawn on a4. Oh, actually, it's not that hard. Bishop here and then here maybe is not that complicated. Let's think. A4, but then I have bishop here. Let's play a4. Shut down any ideas of queenside expansion for black. I should note that the pawn structure looks pretty similar, except that we have one pawn each on the d file and the e file. That could be interesting later on in the game. I have ideas definitely against my opponent's king. Like that is very, very noticeable. So perhaps I should try to play for something there soon. Try to see if I can make anything happen. Let's say I try to play here, here, here. Something like h3 first. Or maybe f3 and then h4. I kind of like the look of f3 more. Okay. c5. What does c5 do? No idea. This makes me want to play bishop b5, shut down the b file. But then this comes in. That's annoying. Okay, let's think. Maybe we start with f3? f3, knight here. Knight here is annoying. Let's see, what can we do? Maybe we just play c3 ourselves? c3 locks in our bishop, but then I can play something like bishop e2 and then bishop c3. That looks promising. Bishop e2, bishop c3 looks very promising. But there's long-term weaknesses here. My opponent also has long-term weaknesses, I guess. This shuts down their bishop, though. Let's do it. Let's do it. It does shut down their bishop. Knight here, we have bishop here, so then he can't ever take. At least not yet. Got about 5 minutes left on the clock. It's important to watch the time. I think I've lost a lot of games, more games than I can count, honestly, in this series because I ran out of time. So it's important for me to make sure that I'm not going too down on the clock. Honestly, I think I'm doing a good job of managing this game. So bishop, here's the idea. They have the option of going knight here, which I didn't consider. Is that good, though? It looks okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. Should have thought about it a little bit more, because, I mean, there's no real other moves that can be played. I mean, they don't have to do anything about this just yet. If they don't move the knight, I'm definitely playing bishop e2, so that I can make that f4 an idea. They play it, okay. Do I take with the pawn? Pawn takes, queen takes. King here, rook g1. Looks good to me. It does open up my king, though. But sometimes you gotta take risks in life. Because besides... Okay, maybe actually I need my rook on b1. Let's think. So if I take with the pawn, queen takes here. My idea is king h1, and then rook g1. So queen takes. So pawn takes, queen takes. Sorry, king h1. But then this just shuts down everything. It looks like, at least. So instead, we're just gonna take with the queen. After queen takes bishop, we're gonna go rook b1, and everything's defended. Actually, do I have here? No, not yet. Would be nice, though. This is double attacked right now, by the way. Should watch out for that. I don't see a way of defending here. We'll just play rook b1. So rook b1, bishop takes, queen takes here. Looks interesting to me. Let's play it. We're dropping a pawn momentarily, but I mean, not momentarily, we're just dropping a pawn, but let's see if we have counter. Apologies for the nose blowing. I think I muted that though, so you should be fine. I've been sick for like the last 2 weeks. It's weird. It's weird. My nose feels blocked constantly. But alas, 'tis the life we live. Okay, so bishop takes pawn, right? The bishop takes. Doesn't actually, I shouldn't have played bishop takes. But now, so here's my idea. I want to play this. The problem is that okay, let's play it. We want to open up the d file. We want to open up another avenue of attack. My king is not the safest right now, though. That is one thing to consider. I'm also hanging another pawn. That's another thing to consider. But if they take, I take, and this looks terrible for black, so I don't think they should take this pawn. Because if you just consider for a fact takes, they can never take back because this is mate. So what they should do is probably play something like rook here. No, not even. That hangs this pawn. Maybe rook here. Such a weird looking move, though. I did not consider that. This looks wrong, though. Why does this look wrong? Let's go rook d1, maybe. Oh, now this rook is in trouble. Rook here? Perhaps? Rook b5 if this. Then back up. I'm hanging so many pawns right now, though. That's crazy. Or I can just play e5. Takes. No. Do I have a way of defending this? Not really. I mean, I do, but I don't want to. Let's play rook b5. We're going just for counterplay, essentially. If here, we have rook here. If takes, then we have queen takes. And then takes again. Probably we gotta play something like here to create threats. Actually, wait, there's backrack ideas here. There are backrack ideas. So if they let me take this pawn, then queen takes is a huge threat. So let's see what they decide to do. Okay. This I thought was bad. We have to punish this somehow. Okay, first let's get rid of backrack. Let's play h3. Okay, and now we're going to play something like rook e7. Rook e7, is there... Okay, so let's see if we can try to play for this. Takes, takes, takes. Maybe we'll play here instead. I don't want to lose a bunch of pawns. here. They can play queen here, though. Nah, that's not that good. Defending this, defending this. If they play queen here... Oh, well, no, they can't. They play queen here... Okay, I don't have to worry about it anymore. Now let's play this. This was my idea. E6. Then we're threatening e7. And if I'm able to play e7, then that looks dangerous. I'm also down to 1 minute 15 seconds. I didn't realize that. I'm going to have to play fast here, and there's a possibility I'll lose this game on time, which would suck. But this does happen sometimes. My opponent's thinking pretty hard here. I should think as well, what's their most likely move? Let's say like rook e8 is played, something that doesn't really change the outcome. Pawn takes, rook takes seems like a mistake. So pawn takes seems like a mistake. Oh, wow. Okay, but don't I have here? I'm playing fast right now. I assume they gotta play this. But then I have here, and then I win. Okay, we're good. We're chilling. I think. Unless they can defend with the queen somehow, but I don't see a way immediately. Maybe queen takes... No, queen takes is too slow. I'm threatening mate in 1. Man, this looks so good. Wait, what? I think I figured out the win. Is there a defense here at all? They have to move this pawn. There's no other way. Like, this loses. This loses. There's no other way to defend it. And then I play here and I just win. Incredible. Down 2 pawns. This is why you gotta sometimes play a little aggressive, a little attacking. Sure, you might make a mistake here and there, but your opponent is always forced to be finding the best move. It's not easy to do always, especially at this level. You know, maybe you can't play this way at a GM level, but you know, 1700 doesn't mean you're particularly good at chess. It just means you make mistakes less often. But they will happen. And when they do happen, your opponent has to prove that they can capitalize on it. I think I win here. Like, I'm 90% sure. Maybe I should be more. Maybe I'm missing something obvious. I don't see anything at all that saves the game for black. This just delays the game, yeah. Here. It delays the game, but it doesn't save it at all. And I think officially now this is GG's. Well played by my opponent. That was a fun game. We'll take a look at the analysis. So this is, I guess, proof that the Four Knight Scotch doesn't have to be some sort of boring, dry game. I just have to play it in a way where I'm able to keep some tension on the board, not trade all the pieces away. I think I did a good job of that, even sacking a few pawns along the way. And the Resignation is coming in. And with that, we are officially 17-17. My favorite number is 17, so this is a really cool rating to have. Let's take a look at the analysis. So the game started with e4, and after e4 we had e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, knight f6, so the four knights game, and we played the Four Knight Scotch by going d4. After pawn takes, knight takes, bishop b4, and knight takes on c6. This is all mainline stuff, followed up by bishop d3, defending the pawn. If you don't play bishop d3, then they can just take. After you take back, that pawn is hanging, so you gotta defend the pawn somehow. Now, bishop takes on c3, steps away from the main line. It's fine, though. It's not a bad move. B takes on c3. And the reason why it's not great is because you lose the bishop pair as the black pieces. But there is compensation with the doubled pawns in return on the c-file. So after castles, and d6 I thought was not great, but I didn't find the right move. The right move is bishop g5 right away. Instead, I went queen f3. Bishop g5 I didn't play because after bishop g5, I saw h6 and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Apparently, I just go bishop h4 here. And if g5 happens, I just go bishop g3, and these pawns become weaknesses. So if you're ever able to move the knight out of the way, queen h5 looks very promising. Just, as a first example. Or even f4 here looks very promising. So, something to keep in mind for the future, because I do play this opening a lot. Queen f3, knight g4 I found strange, but the idea is not bad. It's to go knight e5. Here I stepped out of the way with queen g3. I was thinking of playing h3. h3 allows knight e5, which I thought was fine, because then queen g3 afterwards. But, okay, it essentially transposes into the line I played. So queen g3 I played by mistake. It's actually the best move. And now queen f6 happens. Bishop d2 connecting the rooks, defending the pawn on c3. After a5, I went rook b1. Should I have played a4? No, not even. Apparently f4. f4. What's the idea behind f4? f4. Let's say you ignore this. Let's say you go, I don't know, bishop. What's a good move? Bishop b7. Let's say you try to eye this. Okay, why is this? Oh, wait, it hangs a bit. It hangs a knight. Bishop d7. How about that? Now f5. And then you disconnect the defense of the knight. Ah, that's nice. Okay, but you don't have to lose the knight. Knight h6, for example. Knight e5, for example, sorry. The bishop g5. And black's position's falling apart. You have a ton of pressure. You can even bring your rook in. Okay. Didn't see f4 as an idea. That's nice, though. Very attacking. I like it. Very aggressive. So here I went rook b7 after bishop e6. And the reason why it's given a miss by the engine is because I missed f4 again. Here they play rook c8 trying to defend. They should have gone knight e5 just so that f4 doesn't carry as big of a threat. Now if I play f4, they just go takes and they're chilling. So f4 disallows knight e5. I guess that's the most important thing. f4 disallows knight e5. Good to know. But we both ignored this idea. We both didn't see it. So after c5, I decided to go c4. And once again, f4 is the best move. I feel it happened a lot. Now f4 is no longer the best move because knight e5 has already been played. I go bishop c3. I thought this was a nice move, but I just missed that knight f3 comes with check. My hope was that I could play f4 here now and then win the knight, but I just missed the check. Should not be missing these checks at this level, but this is fine still. It's not losing by any means. Here, apparently, I should have played rook takes c7. So, I saw ideas of this, but I didn't think they worked. And what exactly are you supposed to do here with black? Rook c8 looks like it's fine, but apparently it's not because of bishop takes h7? Oh! Oh, that's so nice. Oh, yeah, no, we both missed this completely. That is a nice move. Wow. Wow, rook takes c7 would have been incredible. Rook takes, rook takes. The idea of moving the rook is not to try to win this rook. It's to try to open up an attack on it. So that after this, you gotta move that rook. Or defend it. Either one results in a boom, free queen. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Wow. Oh, I like that a lot. Really cool tactic there. Okay. We both missed it. I played rook b1. They took the free pawn on c4. I took back. They took. I played e5 now. And after d5, best move, I played rook b5. Here, I'm supposed to go g3 apparently already, focusing on not giving up the back right threats. But I decided to go b5. Just so that if they ever take here, I can take here. I don't know what my idea was after takes. Oh yeah, it was queen takes here. So that was my plan. After c6, they make a mistake because rook b7 can be played. And now they have to play rook f8. And this looks dangerous already. The engine sync already go e6, but going e6, they just take, and sure, the engine says it's equal. I prefer playing a little bit more for the win in a scenario like this where I have a passer on the e-file. So instead I just try to worry about the back rank first. I hang one of these pawns, but I don't really care. Then I go queen c3, inciting the move queen c4, and now I play e6. Because if pawn takes, they lose, right? So the pawn can't take, and the natural looking move is f6, which also loses because of queen g3. They have to play d4. Wow. Why does this work? Queen takes c2 now. And I don't have a way to win. Wow. Cool. Yeah, no, that's not easy to find. So queen g3 here is just winning because after you play the only move, really, that keeps the game going with g5, I have queen c7, and you just simply cannot stop checkmate. And that is another win. A few wins in a row now. I don't remember exactly how many. I'll have to check. But we're at 17-17 elo. Phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff. Hopefully we can keep this going. The goal is 1800 by the end of 2024. Maybe we'll hit it sooner. I don't want to get too optimistic. We'll see. But we're just trying to play the best move, every single move. Try to win every game we play. If we don't, that's fine. We just got to learn from it. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this result. I hope you all enjoy the video. I hope you all have been enjoying all the videos. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I'm playing a rapid game and I'm uploading a video daily every single day. So if you want to keep up with my journey, please do consider subscribing. It helps a lot. And liking and commenting on the videos, of course. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. We're going to take a 3-hour bullet train to Hiroshima today. So that'll be pretty fun. Still traveling in Japan. And I will see you probably in the new hotel. It'll be a different background. So make sure to check in the next video to see what my new hotel looks like. I'll catch you there. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye-bye.